Assalamu alaikum, my dear student of first year. Welcome back again to my virtual class. This is Muhammad Shah Alam, lecturer in English, Pachruki Begum Anara Degree College, Raihajar, Narayanganj. Today, I will discuss your third part of your topic. This topic you have already known it, and you are well known to this topic. In my previous two classes, I discussed all of my two parts of this topic. The name of the topic was connector, and today I will discuss the third part of your topic, that is connector. And before going to our third part, I will discuss before you the previous two parts, the recap of previous two parts, and then I will discuss third part. And if you miss the two parts, it will be helpful for you to guess all the parts after finishing today's part. So let's go to our lesson. Okay, now have a look. All of you are welcome. Introduction, I have already told you. The introduction, class 11-12 English second paper, topic sentence connector. Okay, next. Our today's lesson, so we will see our lesson, today's lesson. Our today's lesson I have already discussed, that is English second paper, sentence connector. This is a grammatical topic. Let's try to answer the following question. That means I have you have known that I have set several questions for you, and I have also given the answer of the following questions. So all of this you have already known it, no problem. 1. What is sentence connector? 2. What is linker? 3. What is conjunction? 4. Function of sentence connector. Number 5. What are the differences between a linker and a connector? And I have already shown you the number also, answer also. So now learning outcomes, you can see the learning outcomes. Before going to the answer, I have shown you learning and outcomes. First of all, learning outcomes, you can see I have already shown you. Learn about connectors, learn the differences between conjunction and connectors, then make complex and compound sentences with the connector, use connector properly. Last of all, fill in the blanks with fill in the blanks of question paper with connector. And next we will go to answer of the following question, that is what is sentence connector, and I have given you the answer. That's you can see sentence connectors are those words which are used to link an idea from one sentence or one part of a sentence to the next and to give a paragraph coherence. And now example also you can see, these are the examples I have already shown you in my previous classes. So this is a recap, and now we will go to second answer. What is linker? And linkers are those words which connects one sentence or one part of a sentence or idea with the other. And the example I have already shown you the example, and you can see the example. Okay, next we will go to question number 3. Answer of the question: conjunctions are those words or phrases which are used in sentences to link between the word, phrase, clauses or with the others, etc. And then example you can see and or but, that, if so, etc., etc. And then number 4, functions of a sentence connector. There are several functions of sentence connector. You can see number 1, sentence connectors work as a bridge of sentences or paragraphs. And number 2, sentence connectors make relationship between two or among more ideas or help to margin paragraph coherence, etc. And then number 3, sentence connectors make writing style sophisticated or standard. And last of all, you can see sentence connectors are used to perform order, contrast, sequence, idea, theory, data, etc. And these are the functions of sentence connector. Now number 5, we will see the differences between conjunction and connectors. And now we will see the differences between conjunction. Number 1, 2, 3 I have already discussed before you in my previous class, and you should remember the note also. Both conjunction and sentence connector are linker, but all linkers are not sentence connector. This is very nice or excellent sentence. You should remember it very well, and you can see, you can remember it, that is special note, and it will be helpful for you to guess the sentence connector very well. Both conjunction and sentence connector are linker, but all linkers are not sentence connector. Okay, and I have shown you the different kinds of sentence connectors, and in a circle I have shown you different kinds of connectors. As a connectors are different kinds of sequence. Number 1, sequence, addition, contrast, time, emphasis, example, cause and effect, conclusion, miscellaneous, etc., etc. Now I will show you in a row. You can see that is different kinds of sentence connector. That is, you can see number 1, connectors of sequence. Number 2, connectors of addition. Number 3, connectors of contrast. Number 4, connectors of time. Number 5, connectors of emphasis. Number 6, connectors of example. Number 7, connectors of cause and effect. Number 8, connectors of conclusion. Number 9, miscellaneous connector. All these connectors I have already discussed before you. So this is a recap, I will discuss it very shortly. And last of all, one by one we will see all connectors. Number 1, connectors of sequence. Number 1, you can see connector of sequence at first of all, firstly at the outset, at the beginning, in the beginning, etc. Number 2, then, next, after that, afterwards, etc. Number 3, eventually, finally, lately, lastly, ultimately, etc. And these kinds of connectors of sequence you will find in your topic. And example, you can see all example. These are example of these sentence connectors. And next, number 2, sentence connectors of addition. I have already shown you in my previous class. And number 1, and, as well as also again 2, etc. Number 2, with, along with, together with, etc. Number 3, similarly, consequently, likewise, in the same way, etc. Number 4, besides, moreover, furthermore, etc. This you will find in our grammatical topic. Examples, you can see all example. Number 1, number 2 example, number 3 example. Number 4 examples. These examples are available in the topic. Number 3, next, number 3, connectors of contrast. You can see connectors of contrast. Number 1, but on the other hand, while, as, whereas, etc. And number 2, or, otherwise, else, or else, etc. And number 3, though, although, even though, even if, etc. And number 4, in spite of, despite, still, etc. 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 And example, you can see examples. Number 1, number 2, example number 3, example number 4. I have already given the examples. And next, number 4, connectors of time. Connectors of time, you can see connectors now, nowadays, at present, presently, etc. Number 2, at the times, at the times, at times, sometimes, now and then, etc. And number 4, as soon as early as long as, etc. You can see, and last of all, you can see before, after, till, until, while, when, etc. And this type of sentence connectors of time you will find in the topic, and the examples you can see the examples. Number 1, examples number 2, examples number 3, example number 4, example number 5. All these examples are available in this topic. You will find in your topic. Next, number 4, 5, connectors of emphasis. Connectors of emphasis, you will find connectors of emphasis. That is, in fact, actually, really, truly, certainly, etc. Number 2, truly speaking, to speak the truth, etc. Number 3, you will find there, the example is 2, 1 and 2 you will find, and examples, you can see the example number 1 and example number 2. That is, these are the best examples of this topic. Next, connectors of example, you will find connectors of example, for example, as an example, for instance, etc. Example, as an example, for instance, etc. Number 2, like, as, such as, namely, as an illustration, etc. And examples you will find there. One example, example number 2, I have already discussed, and now you can see. Okay, these are the number 6 connectors of example. And next connectors, next connector, cause and effect. Number 7, connectors of cause and effect. Number 1, as, since, because, for, so that, in order that, etc. Number 2, as a result, as a consequence, consequently, etc. Number 3, however, therefore, likely, unlikely, etc. An example of these 3 connectors of cause and effect, you can find 3 examples. These are okay. These are the best examples of this topic. And next, number 8, we will go to number 8. That is, connectors of conclusion. You can find connectors of conclusion. They are connectors of conclusion. Then you can find in brief, in short, in a word. Number 2, after all, above all, on the whole, etc. And number 3, in conclusion, to conclude, to sum up, etc. An example, you can see 3 examples of this topic. You will find 3 examples here. Okay, this is the examples, 3 examples you will find there. Next, number 9, miscellaneousness connectors. You can see miscellaneousness, different kinds of connectors. Now you can see number 1, if, as though, unless, etc. Number 2, who, whom, whose, which, what, why, when, where, how, etc. This type of this is miscellaneous example. And number 3, either, or, neither, nor, either is miscellaneous connectors. You can see examples number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. All of this connector, all of the examples of sentence connector you can get there. Okay, these are the best examples of these miscellaneous connectors. And now we will go another topic. I have discussed 9 kinds of sentence connector, and you should read it very attentively, and after completing these 9 kinds of sentence connectors, you will be able to answer any kind of question of sentence connectors. This will help you to carry a good marks in your exam script. Okay, next you will go now classwork, and there is a classwork for you. I have given you classwork you should do at home. Okay, it will be helpful for you to know it better, to understand it better. Classwork, what will be? Now we can see in the classwork you can see number 1, you can see it. There is a passage, a very short passage. You can see, complete the passage using suitable connectors. You can follow it. You can follow that. Number A, there is a gap. You should fill in the gap with connectors, sentence connectors. A, taking food, we should bear in mind. B, we do not eat to satisfy hunger. Number C, gap, to fill the belly. We eat to preserve our health. Some people, number D, gap, live in the midst of plenty, do not the food they need for good health. They have no knowledge of the science of health and nutrition. There are 5 gaps, you can be 5 blanks, number A, B, C, D and E. These are the 5 gaps, and you have to fill in the blanks. And you can think, number A, taking food, we should bear in mind we do not eat to satisfy hunger, to fill the belly. We eat preserve our health. We eat to preserve our health. Some people live in the midst of plenty, do not the food they need for good health. They have no knowledge of science and health and nutrition. You can imagine, and you can imagine yourself, and you should write it first in your exam, in your khata or in your notebook. Then I will try to solve the problem. Okay, you try it, and I will show you the answer. You can see the answer now. Answer. You can match it. You can write if you are wrong, and if you are right, thank you. A, while. B, that. C, or. D, who. E, because. So A, while taking food, we should bear in mind that we do not eat to satisfy hunger. And C, or to fill belly. We eat to preserve our health. Some people who live in the midst of plenty do not dish the food they need, do not have the food they need for good health, and they have, and that means because they have no knowledge of the science of health and nutrition. This is the best answer for this blanks, and you should write it in your notebook, and then classwork number 2, we will go to classwork number 2. I think you have understood very well from this classwork 1, and if you are not able, and you should try it again and again, that will be helpful for you. So now we will go to class number 2. Okay. Classwork number 2, there is also a passage for you, and there you will find 5 gaps. That is, number 1, A. Dash, I was born in a village. I passed my childhood in a town. Dash, my birth, my parents became worried about my education. C. There was no good school in the village. Dash, I was 4. We started living in our district town. Dash, number E. I got admitted in a good school there. This is a there are 5 gaps in this passage, and you should fill in the blanks with appropriate word, not only word, appropriate connector. You should think what connectors will be in this filling the blank. Now you will see there, and you can think yourself first and write the answer in your answer script or notebook or anything else, and then I will show the answer of this blank, and then you should try at home to solve the problems, and when I will show you the answer, and then you will match it, and if you are right, thanks for it, and if you are wrong, you should write it, correct it. Okay. Okay, now we will go. We will see the answer. What will be the answer? Okay, then you can see number A. Though I was born in a village, I passed my childhood in a town. Okay. B. After my birth, my parents became worried about my education. Number C. Because there was no good school in the village. Number D. When I was at 4, we started living in our district town. Number E. And I got admitted in a good school there. So these are the answer of these following gaps. Now you can match it, you can correct yourself reading the answer, seeing the answer, and that will be helpful for you to know the connector better. Now next I will go to classwork number 3. Okay, go to classwork number 3. There is also a passage for you, but there you will find 10 gaps, that means 10 blanks. In classwork number 1 and 2, there were 5 gaps, but now according to your syllabus, according to your question pattern, you can see 10 of blanks, and this is very important for you. So you can see there, use appropriate sentence connectors in the blanks spaces of the following text. You can see what are these. You should have a look. Mobile has become an essential gadget for every day. It is very essential for us, no doubt. A gap, you should use connector. A, it has become very popular. B, it has created a number of problems. It has dash advantages. D, dash disadvantages. E, it dash it helps to connect people. F, dash it helps to exchange information. G, dash, it can be used for various purposes. Number H, dash, it has a few disadvantages. I, dash, can cause a lot of troubles. And J, last of all, J, dash, its advantages are more than its disadvantages. This is the passage and there are 10 gaps. You should think first what will be the answer of the following gaps or filling blanks. So you can think yourself first, and then we will see the answer, what will be the appropriate answer of these following gaps or blanks. Now you can imagine yourself. Okay, I think you have tried your best. Next, we will see the answer. What will be the answer? 10 answer. Answer number A, you can see as, answer will be as or thus. As or thus. Now we can match it. Mobile has become an essential gadget for everyday. As, thus, it has become very popular. As it has become very popular, or if or thus it has become very popular, it has created a number of problems. That means B, answer. Secondly or moreover, you can use both of this answer. Secondly, it has created a number of problems, or moreover, it has created a number of problems. It has, but or however, it has however, or it has both, sorry, the answers, there is a mistake, I have a mistake, that is B, answer of the B, but or however, it has created a number of problems. And number C, both or not only. If you use both, you can use both and not only. Both or not only. If you use both and D number, you can use and. With both, you should use and. Not only, if you use not only, you should use both, but also. There. Now C, number C, it has both advantages and disadvantages. If you use not only, and you should use, it has not only advantages but also disadvantages. Okay? And E number, firstly, for instance, firstly or for instance, firstly or for instance. Firstly, it helps to connect people, or for instance, it helps to connect people. F, secondly or moreover, it helps to exchange information. Number G, furthermore or so, it can be used for various purposes. Okay? then you can see it helps to exchange information. It can be used for, it can be number G, furthermore or so, it can be used for various purposes. H, however, but on the other hand, there are three alternatives. You can use any one of these alternatives. So H, however or but or on the other hand, it has a few disadvantages. I, which can cause a lot of troubles, and number J, here, definitely or certainly. That means yet its advantages are more than its disadvantages, or definitely or certainly its advantages are more than its disadvantages. These are the answer. You can write it in your notebook, okay? And in the same way, you have to write the answer of the following question from your question paper in your final exam. And now you will see the answer, and this you can see the three classwork. You can see the three classwork, and this will be helpful for you to mitigate all of your problem, I think, and you should practice it more and more in your home. Now you can see, last of all, you should a homework you should do at your home. That is, you can see homework. What type of homework? I will hope that you will do at home, and that will be helpful for, if you do this type of homework, and that will be helpful for you to better understand this topic, that is sentence connector. Solve yourself the question number 10, sentence connector, of every question from all boards 2017 and 2019. You should mitigate, or you should solve the answer. You should solve the all problems of from all board question number 10. In the 10 number you will find connectors, and all boards of 2017 and 2019. That's all, and I think you will do it at your home. And till then, Allah Hafiz, and I hope you all of you have attended all of these classes, and if you are not available, or if you did not see all the classes, you should watch or enjoy all the classes, and that will be helpful for you to mitigate all the answer of the following question. Now you till then I will stop there, and I will see you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you all. Okay. See you in the next class.